everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my July angel reading for, of course, July 2016. And in my angel reading, I don't put any energy, I don't ask for love specifically or any other energy. I just let it open to the angels to connect and give us a message. Sometimes they take us back to the energy of love. I honestly believe if you're looking for a message on anything, you can relate it. You can kind of tweak the energies, or you'll read between the lines, or you'll get your own message. You can assign one of the cards to give you a message that you want. I'm going to be opening with Doreen Virtue's Dream deck, and I'm going to be doing the reading with the Dame Darcy deck because I will love this deck because it's very nautical, obviously, but I also love the red, white, and blue. We are in July, and we are looking at 4th of July and liberation and freedom energies, which of course I love. So we're going to use this in honor of all those energies and connecting for your angel reading and your angel energies for July 2016. So do keep in mind it's a general reading, and I'm focusing on the overall message for something the angels want us to know is very, very important for your July, and then we're going to move through the Angel Celtic Cross with the Dame Darcy deck, which is another one of my favorites. We have orange, creativity and change, so the sacral chakra, beautiful. So working with this chakra is going to be important. Being creative, working through a change is also going to be important. There's change coming and a need to be creative. This can also be bringing the change to your creativity. This can come in many ways, and we're going to see where the Dame Darcy deck takes us. And this is also the chakra of sexuality, creation, fertility, where you birth into the world your creations. And so really working with that energy is important this month of July. So focusing on everyone and what message Spirit has for us in regards to July. Okay, Queen of Swords came out, so that can be important. I'm just going to make note of it and then put it back. It almost feels like she's crying. It feels like the Statue of Liberty energy for like sense of freedom again. It's funny. Okay, they're saying cut the deck right there. So the first one is what the angels see as most important for July. We have the 7 of Cups. And again, we have that 7. In my angel reading, I do believe we had triple 7s, and we're starting the angel. In the love reading, we had triple 7s. I'm sorry, the July love. We ended with triple 7s, which is representative of luck, and then we started with the clover. So there's a lot of luck going on in July, just relating it to those numbers. But this card can represent a few things. In regards to the creativity, we're seeing a lot of options. And this is the cups of emotions. So there's a lot of options to weighing your options, really sussing out what is for you, which one of these you want to take. Oftentimes I get the sense from the angels that they want us to know that, this person's contemplating all these beautiful things being presented. So I feel like a lot of beautiful things are going to be presented to you, or you're going to start seeing a lot of things differently, and you're going to be noticing a lot of beautiful things around you. And it can be about decisions in the tarot, but I often like to liken it to knowing that I don't have to choose just one, that I can really set my sights on obtaining whichever one I want, how many I want. Maybe I want all of them, maybe I don't. But it's really looking at that energy and the beautiful things being presented to you for the month of July. So we're going to cross this with something more positive, or for the positive, this energy is being crossed more positively. We see strength. So this is a very beautiful representation of Leo, and Leo is coming, of course, in July. So those Leos, this could be, important for, whoever is a Leo that is watching. I've had requests to do, readings for zodiacs. I haven't done that. I have been giving it more thought. I don't know if it's Spirit kind of putting that thought in my mind. I may do that in the future. But anyway, crossing this energy for the more positive is strength. So, having the strength, having the courage to know that you can obtain these things. you know, all these things. You don't have to pick one. You can contemplate them and, you know, get them all. So there is a lot of strength coming up. And this is August. So in my last reading, it felt like, I think that was my love reading, it felt like July and August. So here we're seeing the Leo time frame is important in regards to the Seven of Cups energies. And it's being, you know, you're going to be getting that strength. You're going to be feeling stronger in regards to being able to obtain these things that you're contemplating that you want. And it could be in regards to emotion, because we are looking at cups, and cups is an emotion. You know, it's the water element is the emotion. So strength in emotion, and we see 7 is a spirit vibration, so spiritual strength and emotion coming up as well for the month of July. And for some, I feel the Leo time frame is important, and for some Leos, it's going to be important. The foundation and how they are supporting you for the month of July, and we have the star, and that is very beautiful. I love this card. And the star is all about hopes, dreams, aspirations, so they're supporting your dreams. And you know, the 7 of Cups is all about that as well. It is about looking at what you want and not having to choose. For me, it's, you know, it can be about a choice in tarot, but you know, I'm very creative on how I do my readings, and I always feel like Spirit is saying you can obtain all of them. Just, you know, be very creative and do something different, you know, change things up and be able to do that. You have the strength to do that, to bring what it is that you need. And the spirit and your spiritual team and the angels are helping support you with this dream, support you with your visions, the things that you want for yourself, and your, you know, your goals and your dreams and your aspirations, and knowing that, you know, you are backed by Spirit and you're able to accomplish those things with strength. Recent past, and it is 7 of Pentacles, so we have 2 7s here in this reading already, so double 7s here. Recent past, 7 of Pentacles, it's about waiting. For some, it can be about waiting. It can be about cultivating, looking over, taking inventory of the situation, having patience. All these things come up. For some, it could even be gardening. Maybe you found yourself gardening or getting connected with planting and growing something, and before you hadn't done that, or you're starting to appreciate doing that yourself. This can come in many ways, but it's really about looking at what you've created, taking inventory, you know, really having patience with the process as well. So the next one is what the angel's message for July, and it just took me, I was, you know, because it fell out when we were shuffling. So the message is the Queen of Swords. So this can be that, you know, to obtain the things that you want, you're in relation to your goals and your dreams. And the star feels, again, very much like liberation, and so does she. She felt very much like the Statue of Liberty, and that what, you know, what it stands for, our sense of freedom. And so it's coming up here again. So I feel they're really connecting to 4th of July. They're connecting to that energy of why I picked this deck, you know, to connect for us for July. And so they're really looking at that and protecting your sense of personal freedom and having compassion, because of the tears are really connecting me to the water element. Also having compassion for others, and that often takes strength, and it takes patience, and seeing a higher vision as well. So really connecting to those energies is coming up. Interesting. So the future message for July is the 5 of Wands, and so the 5 of Wands is, again, that change that this represented. So there's a change coming, a creative change, in a positive way, you know, something that has growth and connects you to the star energy of what they're supporting you with, and that sense of, you know, having self-control and having your own sense of freedom, and whatever it is that you're creating. But 5 is all about change. Action comes, you know, where you may have been in a feeling of waiting or, you know, stagnation back here while things are growing, and you're patient and you're having patience with the process, or maybe you're not having patience with the process, but either way you're in a stagnated period. This comes along with the energy of movement, and even though there's a bunch of people on here, and this can also often mean in tarot, it can be about competition, it can be about challenging energy. For me, it's as if the water was still and then something comes in and starts stirring it up. There's something moving again, where before there was nothing moving. Things are starting to move and change. Things are starting to move and change in the future, they're saying. Next one is something to do for yourself for the month of July, and it is the Eight of Wands. So again, action and movement. This can be about communication. 8 is bringing to mind August as well, so there could be something that you want to work on, taking action on, putting movement and momentum into that you're going to see the rewards for, and a change in that time frame of August, because okay, that August came up here throughout the Leo time frame. So you want to put movement behind it. The change is coming. You're seeing the energy moving again. So you catch that wave of the 5, and you start putting more momentum in it. So keeping the energy moving, keep paddling, putting like all your ducks in a row, sort of what popped into my mind, and really building up momentum, because I feel that you're going to see the rewards of it in the month of August. And Virgo is coming up from her for some reason. So I'm not for zodiacs or whatever, but I think it's right after Leo is Virgo, in August, for some momentum into a project, something you're working on creatively, or something you're working on as a vision for yourself, as well. So yeah, this is what to do. Keep putting action and movement and momentum into where you're headed ultimately. Spirit message for July, and it is 7 of Swords. So interesting. It's like ding, ding, ding. We have 777 again, just like my love reading. I felt like that was more important for some reason than the meaning of the 7 of Swords. I feel here, he's looking at the full moon. I feel that July full moon, you're going to be contemplating something. You're really going to be giving something a lot of thought. We're seeing that sword energy here in regards to the angel's message, and I feel it's connected to this card. So July full moon, I don't really feel it has anything to do with betrayal, or it could. You want to be careful, but this is a spirit message, and because he's looking at the moon, he's turning a blind eye as well. So be careful. You want to be careful, because we're looking at moon, which can be illusion. We're looking at the 7 of Swords, so of course take that into consideration around that time frame. But I feel that it is a message of a 777. They're coming up right across here this time, and so it's really the air element. And I just want to see, he's holding the 2 of Swords in his hand, and he has the 3 of Swords. So it's like, for some, this could have something to do with feeling indecisive about what feels like a painful situation, or what runs around their mind in regards to a 3 of Swords situation that's crossed. Looking at something in regards to that, or something coming up in regards to that. And for others, I feel this is about connecting at that time to something that they're contemplating. It feels like a big sense of contemplation and thoughts at that time is going to bring you an answer. It's going to bring you luck. It feels like it's tied into my love reading with luck and the 777s. So it's very interesting how that's coming up. So that's going to apply to some. I feel this could just be an energy that it's applying to some for the spirit message, but 777s have come up in this, so a lot of luck still running through this. And the next one is the outcome message, and it is the King of Wands. So it's interesting. This is in regards to this man. He's turning a blind eye, and he's got his eye covered, and he's looking to the light. So it's like the balance energy, and the King of Wands is a masculine energy, of course. And if you're looking at this in regards to relationship, this could be a twin flame relationship, or one of the spiritual relationships. If you find yourself in one, or you believe you're in one, it could be in regard to that, because I always liken this card to a masculine twin. But he's really looking at, he still has a blinder on, but he's kind of peeking out. Something coming at the full moon in regard to that for some. For others, this is just an energy of taking action, continuing taking action. It's that the energy, the masculine energy, the yang energy, the movement coming here as an outcome card. And you can, this is funny, because she's, the feminine energy is more in the mind, and this is more action oriented and looking towards the light. And the king is coming over the dark side. So the king is on the dark side. That ruler energy is on the dark side, and he's looking, peeking out. It's funny, they're both peeking out. So, okay, we're moving on, and the final outcome for the month of July is the 3 of Wands. And so it's about anticipation, expectation, waiting for your ship to come in. For some, this can be about an enterprise or work. in combination. So for some, this could be all about work, but for others, it can just be anticipating something coming to them that they've been planning or working on, is what I'm getting from this combination. So very, very interesting. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this reading, and it can, like I said, apply to everyone in a little bit of a different way. 777's come up. August has come up. The Leo time frame and the Virgo time frame is coming up very strongly. Do keep in mind, keep things moving in whatever it is that you're working on. If it's a creativity, if it's a project, if it's a relationship, working on putting momentum behind it, seeing a change in expectation. It's all about expectation. And my love reading was a little bit about that too. It's all about perception. And again, this is sort of like, what side are you looking on? Are you looking on the dark, or are you looking toward the light? So it's all about that perception, what you're perceiving, what you're anticipating, and how it's going to arrive to you. So this is determining what's coming in, they're saying. So being aware of that. What's coming in. Which are you in the dark? Are you over here in the dark? Or you know, which side are you on? You know, dark or light, and how you perceive it and what you pull to you. So this is all about the feeling of manifesting, and what's coming to you is in accord to how you're perceiving something. Interesting how that came out. So I hope everyone has enjoyed the July reading, and if you have any questions, you can always comment below, or you can send me an email. I try to get back to everyone if I have time to do that. If I don't get back to you, I do apologize, and I wanted to say thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos, and I will be back soon with my weekly reading, and happy summer solstice, and happy 4th of July to everyone. Angel blessings.